Dzień dobry moi drodzy, z tej strony Max, a dzisiaj witam was w kolejnym odcinku z Genshina. Dzisiaj kontynuujemy sobie zejście do podziemi, a tak właściwie zejście do piekła, tak w moim przypadku. Chwila, bo ja tu zaraz w to wpadnę, a ja bym bardzo tego nie chciał. No cóż, powiem tak, dosyć to było kreatywne. Jakie ładne, jak się świeci. Chwila, bo ja chcę najpierw zobaczyć, co jest tu tak właściwie. Foto. To do czego... To też do czegoś... O, dzień dobry. O. Jakie ładne. Dobra, już stąd idę, Jezu. Te fotografie też do czegoś były potrzebne, ale teraz nie potrafię sobie przypomnieć do czego. Swoją drogą, ostatnio, w sensie gdzieś tak w kwietniu, zacząłem sobie pogrywać w Resident Evil. Szczerze powiedziawszy, horrory to nie jest coś, w czym się lubuję, jeżeli chodzi o gry, bo z filmy to z chęcią, z książkami w sumie ciężko mnie przestraszyć. O Jezus Maria! Szczerze powiedziawszy, trochę na początku się cykałem, bo ja i horrory to nie, jakby, Jezusie. We found the cannonballs. They're in perfect shape. How do the fuses look? Not great. They can't be used anymore. How did that happen? The fuses in here have been designed such that they are activated by a catalytic reaction with Geo, but the anomalies down here is in the mines. Must have affected them. The geocatalytic element within the fuses have all turned into this strange inert blue crystal, so they're all useless. Well, that's not good. We weren't prepared for such a strange going on. Well, there were definitely some words in there that Paimon didn't get at all. So, what happens to the cannonballs without the fuses? That's not very upright. Czy to wybuchnie? Huh? What was that again? Paimon couldn't hear you. Nothing. I'm just saying that without the fuses, none of the cannonballs would explode, even if you kick them around like a ball. Because, well, the fuse is that makes the explosive material explode, you know? The fuse reacts with Geo, and then with the content of the cannonball, and then boom, right? Yes, boom, but without the fuses, these cannonballs won't explode at all. Oh, this is going to be tough. Aren't the reactions themselves inert? Yeah, that's basic alchemical knowledge, that is. However, the potential energy within elements can be quite hard to estimate. For example, if you were to pressure geo-elemental particles such that they would be densely packed inside a small vessel, an elemental reaction would generate significant explosive force all the same. That reminds Paimon of the curious abilities used by people with geovision. Then where do they hide all the geo-elements they use? Their principle of work reflective for elemental users, that's a completely separate matter to how the miners of Liyue make ad hoc fuses. You know, how does a treasure hoarder from Mondstadt like you know all this stuff better than people from Liyue? Wanna guess? Can we hit this guy already? Oh, come on, Paimon, sit. Hey, Paimon, that's a dog or something. Oh, well, if you trust me, I could make a simple fuse here at the crafting bench. You know what? It's not that we don't trust you, but you're a treasure hoarder and you're not a miner either. Who's to say you won't blow us sky high? And even if Paimon does trust you, it's not like Arcufox would. Well, the job's all yours. Didn't Xingyong say... Alright, stop explaining already. What's Paimon going to do about you? I doubt he risks blowing himself sky high as well. If you ask Paimon, this is how all the bad guys in story would want it to go. But since you say so, Paimon will listen to what he has to say. Alright, Clipoto, go ahead. It's not that hard, actually. It's just that there is some minute risk involved in case you're worried. We just need to get 1 vial of unmoving essential oil with double the usual density. Isn't that some kind of potion? Exactly. As I said earlier, a double density potion can also serve to catalyze an elemental explosion. I used this principle to collapse some tunnels during my time with the treasure. Sorry, never mind that I said that. It's fine, we don't really care about your hoarder's day. If we might ask, how minute is the risk? Well, if an accidental explosion occurs, which it might considering the unstable nature of concentrated essential oils, the explosion shouldn't be able to drastically alter any geological formations. Oh, that's a pretty small explosion then, that's fine, Pam is not too worried. That said, any organic matter within the explosion radius might experience disintegration, breakage, leakage, separation, and it's going to be a mess. Paimon didn't get it, but it sure sounds scary. Div has set up a crafting bench back at camp, but we can first attempt to follow the formula to make the essential oils here. If you don't have enough materials on hand, you can find some other way to get the essentials oil we need, and we can continue from there. Please keep the formula with you, just follow it and we will be fine. In that case, please be careful when walking around with said oil. Shake it too much or drop it accidentally and there might be an explosive accident. Alright, stop trying to scare us already. Naprawdę? Naprawdę? Skoro ja tu będę może szukał tych żab i kamieni, to może wrócę do tematu rezydenta. Generalnie nie ukrywam, że się wciągnąłem, ale też z drugiej strony nie spodziewałem się, że dostanę nagle jakieś fiksacji na rezydenta w tym roku. Myślałem, że po prostu przez dłuższy czas będę siedzieć stricte w Wiedźminie, ale rozwijam horyzonty, co mogę powiedzieć. Z drugiej strony ja się w ogóle nie nadaję do horror gier, bo ja się tak cykam w niektórych momentach, naprawdę. No ale to nie zmienia faktu, że ja bawię się świetnie. Nie pamiętam, czy wspominałem gdzieś o tym na jakimś odcinku, ale w sumie to chciałbym w przyszłości trochę bardziej rozwinąć skrzydła, że tak powiem, i może nie ograniczać się tylko do grania w Genshina czy Star Stable Online, ale może jeszcze rozszerzyć trochę, powiedzmy, działalność o jeszcze, dajmy na to, Wiedźmina. Myślę, że z chęcią na nowo bym ograł sobie Wiedźmina trójkę, bo nie ukrywam, że tęsknię i Jezu, ja chcę jeszcze raz. Wiedźmin najbardziej mi się kojarzy chyba z wakacjami 2.22, bo wtedy pamiętam, że najbardziej siedziałem i grałem. No w sumie też z wakacjami 2.23, ale akurat w tym wypadku one były okropne i jakoś próbowałem sobie osłodzić ten czas właśnie grając Wiedźmina. Dobra, udało się. We got it and we took good care of it too. Here it is. Dobra, trzymaj. Oh, alright, that's it. Don't shake it. Steady now. Alright, looks like this will do. Now we just need to insert the fuse into the cannonball. We put a position himself, mounting the fuse onto the cannonball. Okay, that should do it. Be careful now, don't bump that thing around everywhere or things might get lively in here. I'm back with a new map. Go and have a look. Thanks for your trouble. Nice! It was nothing. I'm just glad to be able to help. How are things on your end? Did you find the cannonballs? Hey, careful. This one's got a fuse in it already. If you move it around too much, we're all gonna be done for. Hey, when did you start putting on airs? If you were the one holding the bomb, you'd sound pretty brave to I'll bet. Is that a threat? Have you stopped hiding your true treasure hoarder's colors already? Well, gonna blow us up now? Come on, I've said it before, bombs are indiscriminate. You go on like this and I don't think I'll matter whenever I want to blow you up or not. It's not like I can read your mind or something. Who knows what thoughts you're having in that mind of yours? Your treasure hoarders are all the same, criminal's mind with criminal's mindset. And now you've even got a bomb with you. Great, huh? And what of that? If it was in your hands, you'd have blown us 30 times by now. What are you two children? Cut it out already. Sorry, I just don't trust this treasure hoarder. That works for me. I can barely respect someone who jumps at every shadow she sees either. Hey, are you two even listening? Okay. Alright, go ahead. So, I'm not asking you two to trust each other or anything. I know, but he... May I have a word? Jezu, jak z dziećmi. That's true, she wasn't around to see us working on that bob after all. Hey, listen here. But if you don't work together, we're going to get nowhere fast. That's all I have to say. Wow, Archeofox actually got mad. Let's just drop that argument already, okay? The two of you already put walls before you can even talk. That's no way to properly communicate. Since we're all the same exploration team, let's just ask nicely, okay? Just this once. Anyone coming with me? I'll go with you. I'll stay in the camp then. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to help, but I think Jinyu needs my help more. I've also got to thank her for taking me in, you know. It's fine. Since Archifox had said so, I'll trust you. Not that I didn't before, but... Alright, so let's head off before you start arguing again. Dobra, safe blasting. Low lamppost, high frequency flicker. Middle lamppost, low frequency flicker. High lamppost, low frequency flicker. Wait, what does this even mean? No dobrze, przekonamy się. Okay. Nice. We should be able to load the cannonball now. Be careful, the fuse has already been mounted. If we had known that we had to do this, we should have just mounted the fuse here and located the cannon all at once. That's all water under the bridge by now, Paimon. Give me a hand over there, here. Tam jest jakaś notka do przeczytania. Ja chcę to przeczytać, ja to będę czytać absolutnie wszystko. Pokaż mi, co mi tu pisze. Czy my to już czytaliśmy? Treasure Hoarder's Letter. We made the acquaintance of few new companions down here, and they requested a few boxes of things to eat and drink. No, we can't leave any new companions to serve just like that, especially when they've got the mora to fork up in exchange. So, could someone get them what they need quickly? Also, they should give that the new guild had Clipoto, you know, the fake medicine man, something to do. I'm pretty sure the mine warehouse stores some food and drink. We've already sent one batch of people. What's with the lack of reply, huh? O, Clipoto, mordo. Dobrze, udało się. Nawet nie postrzeliłem tamtego zwierza, co tam stało na drodze. Look, we've done it! Awesome! Bullseye! Just as planned. Looks like that Clipoto does know what he's talking about after all. Guess we blamed him unjustly. See what I told you? Yeah, you were right. I was too hasty. Paimon wonders what's up ahead. Oh, it's scary, but also exciting. How shall we continue onward? Yes, let's go. Ooh. A, ładnie tu jest. Fajne rośliny tu są. Ładne, ładne. Lumenstone only started springing up like mushrooms within the chasm after the miners discovered this thing. This is definitely no coincidence. Jezu, nie wiem. From the way it floats and its damaged state, it really does look like fragments that Iris said existed on Dragonspine. And yeah, I'm talking about those floating fragments that you found earlier. Who knows, they might also be inexorably attracted to unit with a large fragment somewhere. Perhaps some nameless ancient civilization sleeps under our feet, just like the ancient catacombs on Dragonspine. What do you think? It's possible. The changes to the geological structure of the chasm have been accelerating. The black substance that you see covering the rocks only started showing up everywhere recently. I can't be sure, but I think that these things are all related. The mud, the flowing light, and this flowing crystal fragment. Why would you think that? Well, that's because they all make me feel sort of queasy. It's like getting motion sick on a carriage or like losing your sense of direction on a ship in a storm. Really? Paimon feels right. Are you unwell? Thanks for the concert, but I'm fine. I've had my fair share of bouts of vertigo or sickness. I'll be okay. Please take care of yourself. Thanks. And yes, have you noticed? There are 3 strange devices around these crystal things. We should probably investigate them. What do you think? Ale to przyznam, że wygląda niesamowicie, robi wrażenie. Tak, ja chcę dotknąć wszystko, co tylko znajdę na swojej drodze. Morda, ja czuję, że ty się chyba pochorujesz tu zaraz. Dobra, ja chcę iść najpierw może po to tam, a pozbyć się tego tutaj. O Jezu. No dziękuję. Nareszcie. No ładnie, ładnie. I co? Mamy jeszcze kolejne zejście do podziemi. Jeszcze niżej. No ładnie, ładnie ten kazm. Phew, that's better, much better. The air suddenly got a whole lot cleaner. That thing flew away and blasted a path open for us. Wow, you scared us. It's almost like you had a case of terminal acidity. What? Paimon, don't you mean terminal lucidity? Oh yeah, sure, just focus on Paimon and stuff. By the way, terminal acidity is not used this way. Shouldn't we be more concerned about Jiang? Ale odwraca kota ogonem. I'm fine now. I was just suffering from maladjustment a moment ago, so I might have looked pretty frightening. But I'm fine now. Please don't worry. It's like how people might feel fine due to the finite air if they climb a very high mountain for the first time or find it hard to breathe in deep waters. There are small problems, things every good adventurer must overcome. No problem at all, really. Smart problems, says the person who talks about them so dramatically. You sure you're alright? Also, don't watch from close when we're fighting. Just look at the state you're in already. I'll be fine, really. Don't you underestimate me. That's what adventurers should be like. They should walk with death and consider deadly peril a friend. We fear neither death nor danger. So, this is nothing I can handle. What are you even talking about? It's nothing, please don't worry about me. I'm just worried about your safety. That's right, we're talking about something different altogether. Stop being stubborn and go back to the surface to rest. No, please, listen to me. They're not different, they're the same thing. What just happened was just a small setback. I can overcome it for sure. The environment here is no harsher than that of the Mer Javari. To Mer Javari jest wspominane już 1000 razy. Ja chcę wiedzieć, gdzie to jest. Ja chcę mieć tam dostęp. Come on, to jest naprawdę takie tragiczne miejsce. Please don't laugh at me, but I don't think I'm much inferior to Stanley in adventures. The ordinary people like me can do the same as those seasoned adventurers, just with some extra grief. That's why I believe I will perish no matter what, and I will do my best not to be a burden to you. Ay. Then let Paimon ask you a question. Earlier when you came into contact with that black, muddy, smelly stuff, did you feel uncomfortable like this too? Kinda? It wasn't that serious. Don't try to downplay it. Give us an honest answer. Well, yes, but just like this time, I just needed to top it up, you know? It was nothing serious. This person has got to be the king of the land of understatements. How can you be sure that you won't be in mortal danger if exposed to it for too long? You need to go back and take a rest. I can't. This expedition has just gotten exciting, you know? I don't want to slow us down. The other people on this expedition need you to lead the way for them. That's right, Jinwoo, Khedive, and others still need you to guide them. If you run off by yourself into the depths, who's going to lead the way for them? You can guide them and steer them clear of any hazardous areas. But... Czy ja mogę tam to podnieść z tyłu, bo mnie to bardzo prowokuje, że to się tak świeci. No worries, we will be fine. Okay, I understand. Do be careful. I will go back to camp and guide them through a safe path clear of the dark mud as we go deeper into the chasm. Sorry, I was being too stubborn. Better keep your promises and hold your horses and stay clear out of dangerous places. Alright, I get it. I'll do as you say. That's the spirit, Archeofox. Let's head off. Elegancko. Ha, czyli to jest jednak pod ziemią. Miło sobie, szczerze powiedziawszy, tak przypomnieć cały ten chasm, jaka droga do niego prowadzi. Bo tego zejścia kompletnie nie pamiętam, ale założę się, że tu mogą być gdzieś jakieś skrzynki. Czy tu zaraz będzie ten wielki, gadający grzyb? A nie, tu jest coś innego. Tu jest miejsce, gdzie chyba zaczynał się quest z Dainsleafem. Czy mam wejść centralnie w środek tej mgły? No dobrze. Aha, jednak nie. Fatus! Staff Sergeant Anton has discovered a ledge buried to the southwest. The rock walls have there script all over it. This is very similar to the large ball that the captain discovered in the ruins in the northwest, perhaps. We dispatched Snežnevka and Padejka to ring the two bells in their respective corners. As the traveling tours reverted through the stone, the black fog dissipated. What a strange phenomenon! It's almost like the bells were announcing someone's arrival. 10 were lost, 2 vanguard squawks to immense damage. The captain ordered a retreat. A simple map pass out of the diary. The map marks out the 2 bells in the northwest and the southwest, with 2 anonymous schools to go with them. Ehe. Dobrze. Dobrze, zatem chodźmy. Aha, już stoi i podziwia ten napis. Dobra. Ten napis do czegoś też był ważny, ale nie pamiętam do czego teraz. Nie, ja stąd spadam. Aha, albo i nie. No, typie! Nastąp się, kolego. O! O, panie kochany! Jezu, szczerze myślę, że to będą jakieś 3 fale wrogów, ale jak tylko jedna. No dobrze. Trochę creepy, nie ukrywam. Aha, to chyba nie... Aha! Już mamy jakieś zwidy. Ale to jest ewidentnie miejsce, w którym nie powinienem się znaleźć. Ja tu nie będę rozmawiać z żadnymi grzybami. Ja chciałam się dostać w inną stronę. Chyba się odnalazłem. Troszkę się zgubiłem w tych jaskiniach. Pobłądziłem. Ale dobra, chyba idę w dobrym kierunku. Znowu to jest ta dziwna masa. A już widzę, czeka na mnie komitet powitalny. Nareszcie. A komitet powitalny, dzień dobry. Okej, nie chciałam akurat tego stukać żonglim, ale no dobrze, niech będzie. Aha, no tak. Towarzystwo wzajemnej adoracji. Czego ja mogę się spodziewać? Dziękuję. Curious Cube. Matko, czy ona się wpakowała znowu jakieś w kłopoty? Ten Curious Cube, to ja chyba mniej więcej wiem, gdzie będę musiał to wykorzystać. Miałaś zostać w obozie. It's great to see you. You're all right. What were those 2 creatures? I've never seen anyone or anything like that. All right. There's no need to be strict. I won't risk provoking them, I know. How did you get in front of us? We came through a hidden mine on the western side that just happens to let us get around the areas invested with the black matter and the strange creatures below. Are you all right? I'm fine. The trolls were pretty hard to fight and no mistake. It might have been some sort of path the treasure hoarders carved out and route to their loot stashes, but I can't imagine them wanting to come this far down either. Well, our campsite isn't too far away. Let's talk as we got, shall we? Ty się prosisz o kłopoty.
More speed.
My znowu coś rozwaliliśmy.
More speed.
We're here. Dobrze, matko. Ty się prosisz o kłopoty. Oh, hello there. Is there something you need? You're coughing away. You sure you're okay? Am I right, really? The air down here is just kind of thin, which doesn't sit too well with me. Yes, this is the map that I drew earlier. Well, that feels better. You'd better rest up, don't go running around all over the place now. Speaking of maps, we've got one for you as well. It's a map of the 2 strange bells. Seems like it's something those distorted Fatui left behind. Thank you, I will incorporate this new location into my map. Wait a moment, did you say Fatui? They've tunneled into this place as well? Sometimes look like. Looks like we've got to be even more careful while exploring the chasm. Speaking of which, we found this. You've been around here more, Jinyoung, so you probably know what this is used for, right? This? I think I found a gate with a symbol similar to this one somewhere deeper down. Sorry, if I remember correctly, you could hear the wind behind that gate. I'm quite sure that there should be a large open space behind it for us to explore. I wonder what relationship this thing had to the gate. Might it be a key of some sort? Jiang's right. This is a device used to unlock the gate. What? Where did you come from? A hello before joining the conversation must be nice. Sorry, I was too eager to say that this strange device is indeed used to open doors. I once looked into similar devices, and just as luck might have it, the device in your hands is an exact match to the one in my research lab. Unfortunately, neither alchemy nor basic mechanics can help us understand the energy held within these devices, nor can they explain the principles behind their ability to unlock gates. Aren't you a paleontologist? We Amurta take a rather dim view of those who really poorly on theory. That said, we often have to work with those blockheads from Spantam all the same. Well, that's all I can tell you. There isn't much else to be said with regard to the academia. Oh, I have a pillow right there. You can keep talking. Oh, I will stop. I didn't form this exploring team to divulge all of the secrets or something. Whatever the case, if we're able to find that gate that Jiang spoke of, we'll be able to use this strange device to open it. Let's go together then, shall we? Ever since you shared this new map with me, I've been left with the last section unmapped. I just thought that we could... Oops, sorry. We could get it all done in one go. Sorry. Ona się prosi o kłopoty. We can leave the mad thing aside for now. Have you had close contact with that black muddy stuff at any point? Oh, I'm fine. The environment is just not sitting too well with me, I mean, this is nothing for a true adventure. Nothing? Hey, you'd better wake up, you hear? You're the only person, I repeat, the only person in the whole team who has shown such serious negative reactions during this process. We have to send you up for the surface to rest. If you go down, there's still time. Alright, don't look at me like that. Do whatever you want. It's not as if I'm your parent or something. Will you really be fine? That's right, you've been coughing this whole way. I'm fine, I can take it. I joined this team of my own accord. I'm not going to change my decision based on what others say. Ah, yes, and I suppose that as an adventurer, your primary concern is the remuneration. If you're willing to leave, I'll make sure you're compensated. It will be quite the generous package. The representative from you will understand as well. Sorry, I'll have to excuse myself now. The area artifacts cleared out need remapping. I shan't? Pierwszy raz widzę takie słowo. Waste your time any further. Right, Archefox, I will head to the gate that I mentioned before later. If that's where you're headed as well, we can meet up there. This kid is not to be reasoned with at all. You're being too harsh on Jiang. Ale chłop ma rację, ona się prowokuje o kłopoty. Exactly, you were so curt and you didn't explain anything either. Is there any wonder that you ticked her off? I just didn't expect that she would have literally no concern for her life at all. You know what? Forget it. She can do what she wants. And then she will regret it later and ask for help. That's how young people are. Always got to take a hit or two before they learn. What exactly is wrong with Jiang anyway? What we're facing is in a sense very similar to the anomalies on Dragonspine in the sense that there's something alien to this world we know, and it involves the clash of two energies. And that is what we had to get you on the team, Archeofox, since you are able to manipulate the elements without the use of a vision. For normal people like us who neither have visions nor can manipulate the elements, these anomalies are malignant, even fatal. Those who have close contact with the source of the anomalies may begin to lose touch with the world. Some will weaken swiftly and even. So Jiang is in trouble. No shit, Sherlock! That's much as my okay. Wait, then what are we supposed to do? Should we chase after her? It's her choice. But we can't just stand by and watch. We should at least try, Archeofox. Well, don't let me delay you either way. I will leave it to your own business. There are still a great many secrets for us to discover down there. And if you make Jiang, please take care of her behalf of the rest of us. Uhuhu. A, no nie, ja chciałam to wziąć. Hey, Archeofox, you're here. Find you. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Did I annoy you in some way? Nie wiem, naprawdę. Zastanówmy się może przez chwilę. You know, Paimon's having trouble telling who looks worse between the two of you. The road ahead is very dangerous. You know, everyone's actually really concerned about you. Please don't care so little about your own safety. Of course, I know they're worried, but it's like I said before, this is what an adventure life looks like. Oh Boże, should be like. No adventures in this world would balk in the face of danger, and I have no wish to lie in bed in my dodget, whether my age, relying on others to eat, or even to get myself to the toilet. If the alternative is stability and boredom, I'll choose danger any day. I'd rather lay my life down here than lie in some cushy bed, waiting for time to claim me. I belong here, I know it. A comfy job with the ministry, that's not for me. Jezu, Kediv's Mora, it doesn't own me. And as opposed to those lucky few who has visions, adventure, exploration, challenge, these are things that can only be truly experienced by normal people like us. So when it comes down to it, it's all about you, huh? Haven't you spared a single thought about others? I've said it before, this is my own personal business, it's got nothing to do with anyone else. I'm sorry that I might feel bad about the manner, but typiara jest prawdopodobnie jedyną osobą, która jakkolwiek może ich, nie wiem, nawigować po tych jaskiniach, wyprowadzić z powrotem na górę czy tak dalej. I ta stwierdza, że no, ona się nie będzie martwić o resztę drużyny, jak są w jaskiniach. Jakby... O mój Boże! Must you really go deep into such dangerous places? Yes, I don't want to be forgotten. At least this way I'll leave some maps behind, and I will have borne witness to the sign of the chasm, and I would have accomplished all this stepping into the realm of the forbidden as a normal human being. And the troll of the Yaksha who defeated Liu in Legends may be behind this gate, if I could reach that place. Ty się prosisz o kłopoty, naprawdę. I don't know if I can make it here, but I wish that I could get closer to these unknown places. Perhaps we might truly find a reason for the anomalies here in the chasm. Everyone needs a rest, ordinary or not. We're all worried about you. Please don't take such a poor care of yourself. What you need to do right now is regain your strength. Yep, that's right. You should totally get some more rest. The road ahead is still plenty dangerous. You can just wait for us to finish clearing the obstacles ahead before following after. It won't be too late. Anyway, someone needs to record down what we've seen, right? If no one records the stuff, no one will remember it after all. Paimon being reasonable? Say it isn't so. Come on, Archeofox, what are you talking about? I get it, I'll go back if you insist, but please, you keep your wits about you as well. We will, stay safe on their way back now. Paimon has no idea if she really heard a word we said. Dobra. Ile jeszcze tych w ogóle? O, dobra, coś innego w każdym razie. An explosion has occurred, cause unknown. The Mokosh device, which should have theoretically been able to clear the abyssal corruption from this place, has overloaded and been destroyed. The black pollutant on the main fragment has begun to regenerate. We need to sum up what we've learned thus far. One of several house strikes aimed at key stray spawns on the main fragment can cause the black matter to retreat. Our scouting parties have discovered human activity in different locations. Whether they are human or some other creature is unclear, but perhaps they might even be the culprits behind the black matter's propagation. Aha. Dobra, bierę kamień. Naprawdę, jak tak się wczyta całego kazma, ja tu tych panów ominę, to faktycznie, Jezu, to wszystko jest takie niesamowite i ciekawe. Nie, może dlatego, że to są jaskinie i generalnie jaskinie mają coś takiego sobie z takiej tajemniczości. A tego typa sobie ominę, bo jeszcze nie chcę z nim walczyć. Oni coś wyrzucali, a teraz nie pamiętam co. W każdym razie pewnie zbiorę sobie to potem. Czy mogę coś z tymi napisami zrobić? Czy one po prostu reagują na światło i jeżeli mam zapalone, to nie mogę nic z nich przeczytać, a zresztą sprawdzę nawet teraz. No czysto to raczej nie znikają, ale obserw. Okej. Czyli pewnie to też mi się jakoś przyda. Kurczę, muszę wrócić do tych innych miejsc, gdzie były te napisy też i zobaczyć, co tam się święci. Bo niektóre zignorowałem. Ale teraz widzę, że chyba będę musiał się tam cofnąć. Giant Serpent, o Boże, o nie. O, tu jest jakiś nagrobek. Niesamowicie to wygląda. Muszę przyznać. This doesn't look like a natural cave. It looks like something huge cut right through this place instead, huh? Actually, ramp right through might be more accurate. You know, Archifox, don't you think this floating thing looks rather familiar? This resembles what we saw on top of Dragonspine back then. Their smell or aura, it's pretty similar. Whatever it is, it's really spooky. What have you discovered, Paimon? Whatever it is, it's pretty scary. You know, doesn't that stone table look kinda new to you? It doesn't look like it based with the ruins around it all. Although the expression cannot be understood per se, a little observation reveals that the engraving is a map this runic area, and that the other picture have something to do with the floating crystal. So the big crystal has 5 weird devices around it, and these linears are connected to the crystal. Paimon, can you read this? Why this is driven so messy? Looks like we need to activate those 5 devices. Then, someone needs to hit the crystal or something, and then the black spot will disappear. O Jezu, ja nie umiem czytać. I guess that just forgot to draft those splashes. After that, wait a minute, why did they draft this brown one? Seems like this stone table is telling us to beware of the super big worm. Perhaps it's warning us to beware of stepping on the worms. No nie wiem. So hiding the crystal will awaken some kind of giant creature? Huh, that sounds a lot easier to get, but still, we've got to try before known for sure. Also, Archifox, look at that purple blackish stuff. It's all over that big crystal. Looks pretty similar to the dark mud we encountered before too. This looks exactly as displayed on the stone table. Yeah, you're right. Very fearless of you, Paimon. Well, we're already here, so we might as well do something. Kurczę, to chyba zaraz koniec. Jest! Ładnie wygląda ten kazm cały blokowany.
And 1, and 2, and 3, and 5, I 6.
Looks like we've come to the bit where we've got to apply some external force to the crystal. You ready, Archifox? Are you sure that the organs of the stone table are reliable? O Boże, nie umiem tego przeczytać. Well, we've come this far. Let's just give it a shot, like always we do. But, alright, come on, it's a big crystal. Don't you just wanna poke it? Niekoniecznie. No, ładnie. Spodziewałem się, co nas tutaj czeka. Trochę creepy to jest w sumie, tak szczerze powiedziawszy. Taki mechaniczny robal nie wiadomo skąd. Kuroboros? Jezus Maria. To nieźle. No halo, czemu ty tak na 5 sekund się położyłeś, dziadu? No Uroboros, Destroy Ocean Connection. Jezus Maria. Nie pamiętam nazwy tego questa. Szczerze powiedziawszy, jedyne z czym mi się teraz Uroboros najbardziej kojarzy, to chyba tylko z Weskerem z Residenta. Oj tam, już zaraz zdechnie. Jest i ona. Jak tu nie lubić Jelan, naprawdę? As the unexpected collapse occurs, you manage to escape to safety in time. Huh? Is this over? It kind of feels like a dream. Looks like that thing up there has gone back to normal. The air feels less heavy too. Even though we've reached the bottom of the chasm and even defeated the creature down there, somehow, but it doesn't feel like we've answered any questions. In fact, we've got more questions now than we did before. Like, for example, what was that thing about us? Why did a giant serpent come roaring out? Where did that dark mud and the strange monster come from? The monster that followed the dark mart here seems to be eating at the big crystal, and Jiang mentioned that Yaksha was here once. This is way too many questions for Paimon. Looks like the castle has many secrets that are yet to be discovered. Yeah, no wonder adventurers like Jiang are so committed to exploring this place. But things should quiet down in a bit here now that we've cleared this big thing up, right? Still looks like a long way before the mines can reopen. But our exploration mission seems complete. We will worry about that other stuff in the future. Oh yeah, one more thing. It feels like someone helped us during that fight with the big snake. Did you hear this shum sound during the fight? Sort of. Well, never mind. When we head back, we can ask Jiang if she saw any strangers. Great, you're back. Yep, we're back. There've been several earthquakes ever since you went through that gate. We don't know what's going on down here, but we're glad to see that you're both okay. Well, you don't look too bad yourself. Looks like the rest helped, eh? How are things on your end? I followed your advice and rested here all this while. I'm feeling a whole lot better now. Was this all due to that thing behind the gate? I didn't go in there, but I could feel some strange pulsing within. Something amazing was happening back there, I'm sure of it. I grew up listening to tales of the Yakshas, and some of my seniors used to say that one of them sailed inside the chasm and slumbered to his day. Oh. There was a huge floating crystal in there. So the crystal in the upper level did fly towards it, a fragment desiring to be part of the whole once again. So that's the key to solving the mystery of the chasm. I might go and see it for myself later. Thank you. So as for that dark mat, sorry. It will experience a gradual retreat. Yep, now that we removed the tint from that large crystal, that stinky mud should be back underground in no time. I understand. I will inform the other team members. It seems that our exploration of the chasm has met with some initial success. This is way stronger than time in the Xiang village. Ooh. Xiang village, what's that? It's the most famous tea house in Liyue. Top-notch scenery, top-notch tea. You haven't heard of it? Well, not that I like the place very much, even if this is my second hand after Mingyun village. I know every last creek and tree in that place like the back of my hand. I guess I would remember the place and the people more fondly if I wasn't for that disagreement I had with one of the commission giver while on the map-making assignment. Whatever, no point talking about that now. And well, I say I don't like the place, but if I do achieve something great this time, it will be good to go back to rest. The old man says it's really unforgettable experience after all. But over to more pleasant thoughts, the next time I'm back home, I'll be a famous adventurer having tea with the old man, you know? And I hope you'll be there to see it. There I go again talking about unrealistic stuff. Well, we could use this opportunity to become an official exploration team under the Ministry of Civil Affairs, but I don't think we will be going anywhere anytime soon. After all, it was due to your belonging that we were able to avoid the perils of the path, such that no one was injured or lost, and that our material losses proved... O Jezu, negligible? Pierwszy raz widzę takie słowo. I think that we might stay here for a while yet, helping the ministry staff watch over the underground anomalies and maintain the exploration facilities. Did you encounter any strangers after we left? What? Well, I didn't see anyone on the way back. I fell asleep pretty quickly once I got back to camp, so I didn't see anyone else pass by. What's wrong? What's with the sudden question? Never mind, it's nothing. Well, if you're leaving, don't forget to say hi to Moning as well. Tell him that I'm gonna be promoted. Who knows who's gonna be the boss of who before long, eh? Archaic stone. In all the series I've walked in the chasm, I've barely seen even one. What are the big shots at Huangshan Hao thinking? Let them do the job and they will know how impossible the task is. Moning! Oh, it's you. Why are you still wandering on the upper levels of the chasm? Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't welcome you here, I just wonder, don't you have other important matters to attend to? We were just kindly dropping by to check on you since you looked so troubled. What happened? Do you know about archaic stone? It's a rare one, so rare that you won't even necessarily find it one in the mines. I've only seen 2 or 3 such stones for all my years here at the chasm. It's such a gorgeous gemstone with beauty beyond imagination. They say that if you look inside the finest archaic stone, you will see shimmering light rays as thin as hair, and that the stone's color reminds you of the proud beauty of the sea horizon in the twilight. So, what you're trying to say is that you are looking for some stones of beautiful colors? Not all stones of beautiful colors will do. It has to be this stone. Speaking of which, how about this Arcufox? You help me look out for the stone that fit my description, bring them to me and I will purchase them. Huh? But I'm seriously doubts of if your pocket is thick enough to afford the stone. Well, I've got a buyer behind me, so finances are exactly the problem. A buyer? Yes, somehow the big shots at Huangshan got interested in the stone and wanted to analyze it, so they sent me to the chasm to look for a few samples. But I'm busy getting my job over with. Doing my job. How about we make it a deal, Arcufox? If you find any archaic stones, bring them to me. In exchange, the reward promised by Huangshan Hall will be yours. Reward from Boże, mam dość tej nazwy. Normally I would handle the job myself, but my hands have been tied by various efforts here at the chasm lately, so please help me with this. Let's say I'm not sure how many they want. How about you break me free for starters? Alright, we got it. Dobrze. Czy na taki jeszcze nie koniec? Zacznie mi się odpowiedział jakiś inny quest? See what I told you? The exploration team were a reliable lot, and the expedition was back to be fruitful. I have received the ore samples and data that Kevit and Jingu have gathered. The unknown matter is in full retreat, and the geological shifts have largely ceased. It's a good omen indeed. Thanks to your help, the Millelith have also expressed no objection to our plans for further exploration and restoration. In fact, they should be getting ready to descend into the mines themselves. Sorry, there is something before? That's right. So who was the one who was trying the best to prevent us from going down previously, huh? Come on now, there's no need to be so straight about such things. I will pay you, and of course the Chasm Exploration team will become an official part of Huangshan Hollow from this day forth. You need to work on your ability to change the topic. That's right, but since there's more to be had, we'll forgive you this time. Haha, thank you, and I did get a real earful from the higher-ups myself for letting you go down there without so much as a report back to headquarters. The higher-ups? Who? Yeah, and who would bother coming down there themselves to give you an earful anyway? You might not believe me, but it was the Yuheng herself. She seems quite concerned for your safety. Seriously? So Kuching's been keeping an eye on us this whole time? But the person we met down there, it didn't look like anything like her. You actually saw that person clearly? You forgot? It's the one that went shoom and went right by us. It was super flashy and stuff. You met someone else down here? Are you saying that it wasn't a treasure hoarder or a fatus? This is certainly worth recording, but don't worry, the Millelith will help you look into it. Yes, Arcufox, since I'm correctly in charge of the exploration team's material needs, could I also ask you how things are with them at the moment? Jiang isn't looking too good. That's right, she's still down in the mines and she's not in the best of conditions. Jinyu did mention her conditions to me. I'll send a report recommending that the ministry send a medical team down. With any luck, she will be patient and stay out of any hazardous zone. Clipoto joined up, but he was a treasure hoarder previously. Will things really be okay? Oh, him? We all know him. He's not the bad person by nature. If you're able to trust him, Arcufox, I don't think we'd gainsay you still. I think he will have to wait for a while before he can be welcomed in an official capacity. Let's just call it a probation period, shall we? About Kedvin. Oh, that fellow from Sumeru? Well, I won't lie to you, can think of him as sort of proxy. On the surface, he seems to be organizer and overall in charge, but in truth, he answers to the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of course, this comes with some academic agreement that the Chishin have with the Academia. The people upstairs went back and forth with the Academia for a while over this, and I'm not at liberty to say more in any case. Whatever the case, a researcher from Wondershare is not exactly someone we would normally use. But since he's willing to pay for the team from his own pocket, I suppose we have little reason to refuse his help. Well, what's the arrangement going to be from now on? The ministry will send more people down there. I suppose we've got to trouble our dedicated professional to delve into the perilous depths for us again. Again? Anyway, thanks for your help. You're always welcome here at the chasm. Yes, it did. There you go again, changing the topic so suddenly. Okay, let's not go too hot and bothered about that. In any case, the ministry thanks you for your services and will not stand in the way of your activism with the chasm any further. Wow. Czy to koniec? Koniec questów z chasmem. Przynajmniej tych głównych, nice'u. Czy mi się w ogóle otworzył drugi quest z tymi kamieniami? Tak. No, ewidentnie to jest drugi quest. W każdym razie wydaje mi się, że zostawię sobie resztę questów z Kazmu na jakiś inny, większy odcinek, gdzie faktycznie spróbuję wyczyścić i całe podziemie, i też te górne partie. W każdym razie dziękuję wam bardzo serdecznie za oglądanie, trzymajcie się i do kolejnego odcinka. Cześć!